Two in the butt. When I was a boy, what I remember about my father is that he beat the shit out of me. He would beat the shit out of me. Did you do your homework? No. Pow! Did you do your homework? Yes. Pow! Well, why? Because you didn't do it fast enough. You know, so, did you do your homework? Maybe. It's alright, you know. I will change the salt into sugar, put the sugar in the salt, and then he would like shake it into his food, and he'd go, "What the fuck?" And say, "Well, I don't know, you know. It happens." But he would beat the shit out of me. He made a little whip. He would make a little whip, hang it in the kitchen table, in the kitchen door, and if we did something wrong, he would like take that whip and he would like, what? And he would put nuts on it, so it would like really make you, teach you a lesson, you know, really make you feel straight, like, oh yeah, you know, and he would hang it on the door so I will remember. One in the butt. Then I went to school, all right? And I had a couple of advantages, but I also had a couple of disadvantages. The big ones that I was a little guy. I'm not a little guy anymore, but I used to be a little guy. And there were two freaking bullies that will come after me to get my freaking lunch. All right, so I had a good lunch, and they wanted it, so okay, so I give it to them. So the next day, bam, now they want to get it. I said, well, fuck you. So they beat the shit out of me and took my lunch. So I got smart, and as soon as the bell rang for recess, what I do? Man, I barked it off. I just bust off the classroom, run around, the guys behind me, and the guys behind me, and I run, and they didn't catch me. So I learned something. I'm faster than they are. But then the next day, the same thing. But then I got smart, and by Wednesday, I ran all the way to the bathroom, sat on the toilet, and ate my lunch. Hey, nobody bothered me in the toilet stool. So, but I said, well, this can't go on. Because now they got smart, and then they started to beating me after school. And so I got smart, and I said, all right, that's it. Right? I'm a little guy, this is two son of a bitches, but I'm going to do something about it. So I went at home and I made myself a little whip, just like my father had, and I made little knots on it. And I went home that morning, I went to school that morning, and I put the whip right behind the fence of this house, and I hid it right there. It was all after school, and I knew that I was going to do something really cool. And so yeah, here comes my lunch. I ate my lunch, came after school, and I dared them. Come over here, you son of a bitches, come get me. Come on. And they did. So yeah, oh, what does he want? So they come over, I go over to the house, I jump over the fence, I go to get the whip, and some fucking idiot had stolen my whip. Yeah. Bitch. So I said, well, fuck it, I'll just take a branch and beat the hell out of them with it. So I went and I took a little branch, hid it behind the fence. The next day, same thing. I didn't dare them this time. They came after me. I knew they would. But I jumped over the fence, and there was the little branch. And I said, okay, motherfuckers. And I jumped on the, oh, I felt big. I jumped on the top of the fence, and they're looking at me, and they're going, oh, we're going to get it. But I had the little branch, and I started whipping them. And I whipped them, and they couldn't get away from me because I was in shape. And they couldn't run any faster than me because I was running before they followed. When they were chasing me, I was following. I was running faster than they could, so they couldn't get away. So I whipped them out, and I took them to the alley. Two in the butt. That was the first time I killed two people. Thank you.